Aho Wahine, Book 4, Mahuika.
Aho Wahine, Book 4, Mahuika. Story by Ramon Te Wake. Te Reo Māori translation by Hēmi Kelly. Te Reo Māori narration by Anipiki Tuari. English narration by Ramon Te Wake. Additional voice, Hēmi Kelly. Art by Ariki Brightwell. Music by Marie Sheehan. Taonga Puoro by Mahina Kowi. This is a representation of a Māori story about Mahuika.
I am the spark, the flicker, the flame, the burnt orange glow on the horizon. I hold my power like a korowai, a force of nature that spirals around me. This power bursts through my veins. It pours out of my skin and into my fingertips. I can give life and take it away, all with a single strike. I am Mahuika, the queen of fire. This gift comes with great responsibility. My tupuna were all powerful women who pushed through their challenges so that they could continue the cycle of creation. I too have an important role to play. However, I do not share the hope and optimism of my tupuna. I have seen far too much pain and suffering. Hene nui te pō left the world of light to reside in the world of darkness. Losing my warrior sister filled me with caution and mistrust. Still, I continue to provide fire because it is my destiny. One day, I sensed a stranger approaching my cave. I do not like surprises. Who are you?
I'm your grandson, Māui.
What is your business?
There's no longer any fire left on Earth. You are our only hope.
I hovered towards the mouth of my cave. As I emerged from the dark, I saw a cautious Māui standing there. Why should I help you?
I ask as your moko. I need your fire so that our people can live, eat, and keep warm.
I studied his face. I looked for a reason to deny his request. I lifted my fingers and admired my 5 children, each represented by a fingernail. I plucked my son Koiti from my hand. It is only because you are my moko that I give you fire. Now go, before I change my mind. Only moments had passed when a noise outside startled me. I found Māui kneeling on the ground, soaking wet. Why have you come back here? And where is my son?
I tripped and fell into the water. I drowned the fire. It was an accident.
You damn fool! True warriors don't have accidents. Māui was terrified. I reminded myself that he was my moko. I simmered down.
I still need fire to take back to our people.
I did not want to give it to him. Something didn't feel right. But Māui was of my blood, so I plucked another of my children, Koroa, from my hand and gave him to Māui. It was not long before Māui appeared again, drenched in water.
It was an accident.
Reluctantly, I plucked Manawa from my hand and gave him to Māui. Filled with suspicion, I watched Māui leave. But this time, I sent my Mokai to follow him. Soon enough, he returned again. This time I gave him Mapere, but only because Māui was of my bone, because it was my duty to give life and growth to the people. I felt trapped inside a promise I did not want to make. My Mokai reappeared. He showed me what he had seen. Images of Māui deliberately drowning my fire in the nearby lake flashed through my mind. How could I have been so stupid? Before I could make sense of this tragedy, Maui arrived once again. This time, he looked nervous.
It was an accident, Nana.
How dare you do this to me? To your tupuna? You have no honor! Hokokohua! One day your deceptions will be your undoing. A look of fear and dread washed over Maui. He turned and ran, my body ignited with rage. I plucked my last child, Kornui, and threw it at Maui. My anger engulfing him in flames. With nowhere to go, he transformed into a hawk and flew into the sky. But my flames caught him and scorched his wings as he tried to escape. Injured, he plunged into the lake, but the water was boiling from the heat of the fire, and Maui was trapped. In desperation, he asked his tupuna, Tāwhiri Mātia, to send rain.
Please save me.
I looked on with pity as my flames danced around him. Suddenly, the sky darkened. Rain began to pour. Maui saw his opportunity to escape, and he took it. Rivers and lakes rose, flooding the land and destroying everything in their paths, including my fire. I ran for my life that day, and as I ran, I gathered up the last of my sparks, the very last traces of me, and threw them into the trees. They landed amongst the kaikomako, the pukatia, the mahoi, the tōtara, the patete, and the matai. Now, these aren't ordinary trees. These trees have the ability to create fire with friction. Even though I no longer possess fire, I know that my gift will continue forever. As I glance out at the trees that hold my spark, I am filled with something I thought I would never feel: hope and optimism. I am Mahuika, the guardian and provider of fire, and my legacy will live on forever.